If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna run around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think green for the grass and Christmas trees. Green loves plants and lives on leaves. Green for the vegetables that you need, like green beans, spinach, and broccoli. Green means go. I hope you do. Did you know you get green mixing yellow and blue? And green for frogs and green for limes. What else? Everything's green in the springtime. If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna run around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think green.
Welcome to the Wrap Up Show, everybody. We have my co-host Charmin. Hi, Charmin.
Hi, Weezy. How are
It's
you
great to
doing
see you.
today?
I'm great. And you know what? I haven't seen you in a fucking week, which is great for your mental health, I'm sure.
It has been a long week, and I'm ready for next week to be over with too. I set all these expectations for myself to get done in a month, and as hard as I work, I still wasn't able to get it to where I wanted it to be. And then everything kind of changed at the last minute, and so I'm still scrambling, even though I took all this time and prepared myself. Just ready for next week to be over with.
That's why I can never like super prepare, because I just always change it at the last minute. Welcome, Supertramp, our super producer. Thank you
What's
for
up?
producing.
How's it going?
Great. What did you guys think about the show today?
I loved it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great change of just positivity. And I have a feeling that's why she kept the show short today, because it was extremely short, because it was such a positive show. And, you know, I mean, ending that with a T-Bob rant would have kind of negated some of it. So I loved it. And I love that doctor. I'm going to listen to his podcast. And I think that he was pretty fucking spot on with almost absolutely everything that he said.
Yeah.
He really was. He had some great tips, some great advice, you know, and even sharing the fact that he had a personal problem with a family member, and he just gave them their space, still let them know that he cared. And even though it took a long time to get back in, he was consistent about it and tried. And that's really important. That's a lesson that a lot of us could benefit from.
I agree. And, you know, to be open about it. And he kind of surprised Elisa, because a lot of times when you see somebody, especially like that, you have to think to yourself, well, I bet you he doesn't have problems like I have. But then, of course he does, because he's human just like everybody else. And so when Elisa saw that he has similar problems to what she is dealing with, which was very candid of her to be open about that, and I appreciated it. It was kind of like a light bulb on. She was like, oh, wait, I'm so surprised that you have had this same problem. And it just goes to show that it doesn't matter where you're at personally. You could be in any level of confidence, or, you know, wherever your life's at. Problems can occur, and they're not unique to you. And it's not because of you often. And even if it is because of you, there's things that you can work on it, but it's not unique to you, you know. It's important. Let me post the link. Jay Redden, I will give you a warning. Please don't do anything bad. Supertramp is on top of it. He will cut you off. Thank you, Supertramp.
He will be well behaved, I believe.
Good.
I think so too, but I had to make it known that Barry,
Certain things are.
welcome. Come on up. Anybody that can see this is welcome to come up.
Yeah.
But anyway, to summarize for that, I think that he was amazing, and that everybody can take something out of what he said. And he got a new fan out of me. I'm definitely going to listen. Sure. All the things that he was saying really resonate with you, but you have to hear them to be reminded about them again. Yeah. You know? So.
Yeah, no, and
Kenneth,
especially when
show.
Thank you so much, Supertramp. Good to see you.
Good to see you,
how are
Kenneth.
you?
Pretty good. I'm still pretty new to the server, and I heard about the show through Shamrock.
Oh, cool. We love Shamrock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Shamrock,
I didn't get a chance to see the show all the way through, but I caught a little bit of it. I was impressed.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. It is a great show. And, you know, I'm about to bring up a superstar from this show. Every time I'm around this guy, I get a little nervous because he's an actual super fucking star.
He's a superstar, everybody.
And I wish he was on camera. Maybe he will come on camera. And I hope that his audio is good. For the love of God. Welcome, Barry, the superstar.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, actually, you
Yes.
sound great, dude.
Hey, Barry.
Okay.
I liked your call today. I liked your call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you like that doctor?
Yeah, he was really cool. He gave some great advice, but it was typical advice I'd expect from any psychologist. But it was really good advice. I'm trying to book a guest for Kermit and Friends, and Elisa's giving me a hard time. It's like,
did you call the complaint
like
department?
So this girl is like a super famous model and like an influencer, and she's like the #1 Amazon Live chick there is. She makes $140,000 a day, and she owns like a top hotel in Italy. Yeah, she's in a hotel in Italy. Yeah, $140K a day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leaf. I
So
have a feeling, is this a true statement from Leaf, Barry?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. But like, but no. If this girl's name is Alize Paradis, and she's my client, and she's a former professional tennis player, and she was named in 2009 one of the hottest NCAA athletes ever in terms of her beauty.
Well, I hope that Elisa comes to the perfect conclusion for what's best for her show. I cannot see her being resistant towards any guest.
Well, she sent me the auto text saying Elisa Jordana only deals with people in Discord through Kermit and Friends on her cell phone. And when we were texting about it, I sent her the whole article and Alize, and like and Elisa just like again doesn't understand the kind of star power that I'm really bringing to the table with this girl. This girl made $140,000 in one day previously on Amazon Live Day. What?
Now, is she going to come to Discord? Are you going to be able to get her to come and participate in Discord?
She doesn't even manage her own social media. That's how big she is. You know, when you're a big time influencer or as a model or influencer in general, you don't manage your own social media. 99.9% of them don't. They have agencies that manage that shit for them.
Why do you manage yours?
Why do I manage mine? Because I like to. I don't want to pay anyone to manage it for me, and I like interacting with my fans personally.
Great.
That's right. I like it when Barry interacts.
Yeah. So it's
How's everyone doing today?
We're great.
Everybody's good. How you doing?
Real good, real good. Barry, I am a new big fan of yours. You are hysterical. Great phone call today.
Barry's the best. I love Barry.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're all big Barry fans.
See, I told you all.
I'm appreciative from the bottom of my heart.
On the show.
A lot of people don't know.
I wanted to tell you guys I moved again, and I'm in a much better environment now.
Rude.
Much better environment.
Barry.
Very rude comment. Very rude. I'm glad you're in a better situation, buddy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Barry. Good luck.
Leaf has a great comment here, Barry. If this chick is your client, why can't you just explain the process of how KF works and get her a StreamYard link for next Sunday?
Well, I'm waiting for her to respond by email. I already sent her an email.
What if she doesn't respond, but one of her social media people respond?
No, I have her private email.
Wait, you have her private email?
Oh my God.
I talk with her all the time, and her. I just handle I handle business transactions for her, like like for like product
Barry.
lines and stuff.
Barry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know that's very rude, but we have another equal superstar in the middle right now of a murder mystery and has graced us with his presence. Johnny B, welcome to the motherfucking show.
Man,
the murder mystery has taken on a life of its own in the last couple of days. I know this because I've seen proof and evidence. There's some breaking news, but I am not one to share breaking news that's not mine to share. Can you share that?
I'm not sure which breaking news you're talking about.
Well, I saw some pictures of a current, maybe your father currently. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Satan, Johnny, we're talking through Discord. Those are pictures. From a few years ago, but yeah, I know where he's at.
Wow.
Just I can't get an answer. I've got two. I now acquired a second phone call, and I can't get a phone number. And I called both numbers and cannot get a reply. So,
do you want to get to the bottom of the murder mystery, or do you just want a relationship with your dad?
Well, I'm not going to try to make him talk anything about that in the past. I just want to find out if he's alive, what's going on,
Johnny B, I have a question. I want to ask you something, and you could just tell me if you don't want to talk about it or not. But I heard a rumor about this whole situation from when you were 4.
Yeah.
And I heard that the murderer had actually buried the murder victim and tried to get away with it before it was all caught.
Yeah. For almost a month, my mom hid it. My mom helped him keep it hidden because he kept threatening her with death.
So your dad buried your sister to try to hide the murder, and your mom was a co-conspirator?
Well, she wasn't there when it happened. She was at work. And he threatened her when she got him. She lived in, if you read the whole article, she was in fear for her life for the whole month that she was trying to figure out how she could finally get to the authorities. And when she found a break, she got to the authorities and told them the truth.
Wow.
Was he babysitting his child? Was he taking care of his child? What do you know?
He was taking care of me and my sister.
Did he over discipline her? What do you know?
Well, today they kind of classify it more as shaken baby, I guess. But he just got a mute Barry. It was an accident. I'm sure it was. He didn't do it on purpose. He wasn't that. I didn't think he was that kind of a person anyways. But now this new thing that's came up was some girlfriend of his that disappeared. Just disappeared. Her car and her and everything has completely been gone since like the 70s.
And he's the main suspect, right?
And he's a suspect because he was the last person known to have contact with her. And he admits to it. He says, yeah, we had contact. We had a fight. And I left her wherever she was at and tried to get away. And I don't know. The whole details is just, it's sorted. I don't know.
John, you gotta mute the dogs.
I can't mute the dogs. I think Moose is back home, so they're. Shut up. That's enough. Go outside.
In light of the new evidence, you just said that you didn't think he was the type of guy that would kill the baby.
We're gonna go out in just a minute.
Sounds like 2 people.
In light of the new evidence that he might have killed this other lady, maybe he is the guy that would have killed your sister. Correct?
When he did that, I don't think he did that on purpose.
Gotcha.
What's going on with this girl, this former girlfriend of his? I'm not sure on that situation. What was going on? Maybe she was trying to get too deep into his life. What have you? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know.
Did you guys see?
If he is guilty, huh?
Was Investigation Discovery in Kermit and Friends chat today because they're researching you, Johnny?
It's possible.
Were they in there, like the real investigation?
I've spoke with this Dorothy's son, who is my age, and he describes about how my dad was, and he was an abusive father. So, anything could be possible with him. My mom said, "Don't ever underestimate him." And she used to say this before heard all this, who it was and stuff, Mom one time made a statement. He says he made one woman disappear. What makes you think he can't have me disappear? And I told my dad that my mom's afraid of you coming and hurting. He says, if I had wanted to do something to you guys, I could have already done it years ago. I've known where you're at. I don't want to cause you grief. I don't want to cause you harm. I just want to live my life. And he became a very successful businessman. I know that. He made lots of money. He's been a very successful person. So if he did something to this, shut up, damn it. If he did something to this woman, he deserves to get punished for it. If he didn't, they need to leave him alone.
Now, Johnny B, there's a $50,000 reward for turning his ass in. He's rich too.
I don't care about any of the reward.
Well, let's turn him in and let's get those solar panels paid off.
Yeah, there you go. It'd be kind of nice, but I really don't care about the money. I understand with the guy losing his mother, it's all about him finding his mom and getting closure. That's where my concern really is. People think that all I am about is money. Well, yeah, I have a motivation to make money, don't we all?
Now,
but
Johnny B,
not everything has to be about that.
I have to push back a little bit, Johnny B. And this is a conversation I had with you, so I know it's not secondhand. You claim to have either a journal or a diary that mentions this murder in it, and
there was a conversation we talked about when it happened. I can't find it. Okay?
You're not frantically looking for it, which makes
I have been, but every place that I thought it could be, I've already tore up. Now it's got to be in stuff. I've been tearing up the house and moving stuff and throwing away and what have you. I'll find it again when I do.
Johnny B, is there any truth to this rumor that you're Putin's second-hand man? I have seen you wear a Russian hat recently.
Yeah,
but
I have a Russian snow hat that was sent to me by one of my fans,
yeah,
and it had the Russian logo on it, and I got a flag,
a Russian flag,
and the card and the gift card inside said from Mother Russia or something like that. Vladimir Putin.
You didn't take it outside and set it on fire?
From Mother Russia, from Vladimir Putin.
He held it up like proudly.
I held it up and showed it. It's a flag.
Would you say you held it up proudly? As like proudly that it was a gift, or proudly because of Mother Russia?
No, just because it was a gift and it's a flag.
Do you
the
stand
hat
with the Ukrainian
had this emblem
people?
on it, and I took this emblem off of it. I said, I'm not running around with the sickle and hammer on my hat walking around in public.
Charmin, what do you think about his Russian paraphernalia?
I'd take it outside and burn it.
Right. Kenneth, have you gotten in over your head?
Of course, that same hat was sent to another one of the Discord followers, and he's wearing it around town with the Russian emblem on it.
Oh, have you gotten in over your head? Is this all too much? Is it all too deep for you to understand? Because we're all talking about shit that you're like, what?
I'm just listening.
All right, good enough. Yeah, Johnny B, I saw that the other person, and I won't name any names, that got that hat was proudly wearing it.
Yeah.
Johnny B, man, we know each other a long time. I love you, brother. You've always been in my prayers, and you definitely are in them now.
We're praying for you.
All the peace.
No, I took the emblem off the hat because it's a really cool hat.
Thank you.
Is it real fur or is it fake fur?
It's fake fur. It's synthetic, whatever, nylon. But still, it's pretty damn warm when you put it on. Winter's over now. I'll use it next year, but
Yeah, those hats are actually great. I mean, minus the Russian pin.
Yeah, I love them hats. I used to have one years ago that I wore until there was nothing left of it, and it's been long since disposed of. I'm sure it's probably been 20, 30 years since I had my hat like that.
Now, a lot of people might not know, and I'm sure Charmaine and Supertramp know, and probably Jerry, but Johnny B was once on Dr. Phil, and it was for a hoarding problem, what have you. Now, Johnny B is infinitely interesting for anybody that might know him or of him. I feel like he's got some momentum and enough people to make enough noise so that we can get to the bottom of this murder mystery. Perhaps somebody has to hit up, maybe somebody like Charmin could remind Dr. Phil of Johnny B being on the show before and say, hey, listen, this guy's multi-layered. We've got some other things we need to scratch the surface of and use a national platform to jail Johnny B's murderous father.
Is that really what Johnny B wants, though? Does
If
Johnny
my
B really
father
want his
is
daughter
guilty,
jailed?
yeah, I just made a statement, and I'll state it again. If my father is guilty, and according to my mom, there's nothing we should put past my dad. If my father is guilty, he deserves to be punished for it. If he's not guilty, he needs to be left the fuck alone. And I'd like to get to the bottom of it one way or another for closure for Dorothy's family and for me, with all the stuff that I've heard throughout the years and the shadow that I've had to live under because of what my dad did to start with.
This is a shocking statement. I had no
You
idea
know.
that Putin is actually a crematorian.
Yeah. I just, all my life I've had to deal with your dad is this, your dad is this, your dad is this, and don't follow in your dad's footsteps. Well, I guess I tried to follow in my dad's footsteps a little bit with going to prison, but and Baloney never spells my name right. He never can spell it right.
And there's a U, isn't there, John?
Yes. I have so many things that I've had to deal with being in that shadow, and then the things that I did myself didn't make my life any more of I've never been a fine, upstanding citizen, shall we say. In the last few years, I've tried to be more of that particular citizen, but I did a lot of things. I lived life. In the 80s was a fun time. 70s and 80s was a fun time to be. In the early 90s,
Okay, would you share this? Do you care to share some of your things that you're not proud of and you're glad are in your past, or do you want to just leave it at that?
Well, I got in trouble for breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering.
Larceny from a building, type thing.
Wow.
Oh my God, Johnny.
John, I take the fifth. John, take
You
the
know.
fifth.
Take
Don't
the
listen to
fifth.
these people.
I've done a lot of different things that I shouldn't have done. I've tried numerous drugs, not some of them maybe major hardcore, but I'm not.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Sorry,
But that's life,
Right.
We've
Well,
all
that's
in
life.
the 80s, man. Like I said, the 80s was a wild time. I mean, that was the era of, cocaine and ecstasy started coming into stuff. Well, it wasn't ecstasy at that time. It was called something else. But we all experienced.
Johnny B, did you have
not everybody did that kind of stuff, but I did everything but shoot heroin and some other things that was out there. I never shot heroin.
Did you have a bunch of threesomes in the 70s with hot hippie chicks?
No, I wished I would have, but
Oh, at least you're honest. Most guys would have said, "Oh yeah, it was crazy. You should have seen it."
yeah, well, no,
Vagina everywhere.
no, I didn't have any problem getting laid back then. I mean,
Wow.
it was, you go to the bar and you could always find something, and out to the beach and what have you. You'd always find somebody that was getting excited and interested in somebody,
There's a question from Tricep. How did Johnny's B dad get out of prison after killing his daughter?
Well, the original charge gave him life in prison because they got him for manslaughter, for murder.
Welcome back, Betty.
And then on his appeal, he got it reduced down to involuntary manslaughter. So that no longer had the life sentence. He went down to like 15 years. And he did that. He did like 12 and a half or something like that in prison. He told me how much time, 12 and a half, 13 years in prison in one straight stint. But he'd been in and out a couple of times. So it wasn't like it was a couple of short visits and then a long stay, and then he in and out violations and things like that. So he probably dealt with it for 20, 25 years, I would imagine,
Now, are you mad that he's rich and you're not?
Am I mad that he's rich?
Yeah, because he should be giving you some of his money. That's your father.
I think that he should do whatever he wants to do with his money. Sometimes I feel that, I don't know how to even explain it. It's like a piece of me was missing for a long time. And that was the father himself, but he was never really my father or my dad. I mean, he's a sperm donor that created me. He's my father on birth certificate, but he was not my dad.
Yeah, no, I understand that one.
My dad was Dale that was here until his passing. And I had a couple other father figures that were a lot more influential in my life, but just the blood relation situation had me for years. I mean, I dealt with it for a long time. Why does my dad not talk to me? Going through stuff, I found a bunch of birthday cards and Christmas cards that he had sent me from prison that I never got.
Oh wow.
You know,
So maybe some of
Johnny
that.
my
hatred
mom
is
tried to
dead.
keep me away from him. When I found my dad, my mom gave me such houses. Well, if you want to know where he's at, I could have told you. I knew where he was at a long time ago. I says, yeah, but Mom, I was always asking you. You wouldn't do it. So I did this behind your back. And me and my wife went on vacation. And when we came back home, I told him, I said, she wouldn't, because I wouldn't tell her what I did. Who was this? I says, Mom, I'm going to tell you what it was. I was there seeing my dad. That's when she got mad at me. Of course, I showed her the videos. She saw my dad. He said, yep, he's still good looking. He's got a good looking lady, you know, and all that kind of stuff talking about him, you know, and all this other stuff. This stuff with this Dorothy happened before that. But I didn't know, you know.
Bob, come on up.
More information till about the last 6 months.
Johnny B, is he still alive?
As far as I know.
As far as you know. Okay. Well, seriously, I'm going to call you later. My friend Bobby the cop. He is seriously a retired NYPD guy. 23 years, 8 years homicide. He does actually do fugitive recovery work.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'll finish off where I left off. Where did I leave off anyway?
He'll definitely, if I ask him, he will look into it further.
You know, my mom was married a few times.
We'll dive into it more.
Attention, everybody. Bob is calling us losers, but he's too afraid to come up here and say it to our faces. So let the records show that he's a pussy.
I found out.
In other words, Weezy.
I'm not a pussy.
That was
Weezy.
so mean to me last
Why don't you
night.
talk about your brother that was on the show today, Weezy? Dr.
I found out.
He's
One at a time,
not a
goddammit.
pussy. He's not a pussy, Wheezy. Because if he was a pussy, he'd be what he eats. He's an asshole because he fucks asshole.
I had found out what, you know, something funny about this whole thing. People were asking where my dad made how my dad made a bunch of money. He was working. Hang on, Barry.
Sorry.
He was working in a place about 150 miles from me for a long time, through a company about 150 miles from me, and I didn't even know it. They took full-size vans, and they put those like turtle tops on the top, where they cut the top of the van and put the extension on the top, so they put the televisions and all that. He was selling those custom vans. He was making
van life.
He was making 6- and 7-figure incomes.
Well, he should have been paying back child support for you, buying your fucking solar panels for you, paying off your house.
He should be doing a lot of stuff for me. He's my dad. But
hi, Harry. Welcome to the show.
If I can ever get him to, you know, I had this.
I want to ask you a quick question.
Okay.
I want to know what the heck kind of screwed up book you've been reading about the 70s, where you said a little while ago about having threesomes. Do you think that everybody in the 70s was having threesomes with hippies?
Absolutely. I do.
Absolutely.
100%. I 100% think that.
I was the hippie at that one time too. I had long hair and everything, man. I had full head of hair, and I got nothing.
Never happened to me.
Well, anyway, I've got some stuff I've got to do outside that the weather's good. I've only got one day of help.
Johnny,
if you're still on when I come back, I will come back in.
Okay.
If you want to leave me down in the lobby, I'll stop my cam and mute, and when I come back, I'll pop on. It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, Johnny.
I love you all, Charmin.
For tons of
Thank
time.
you for your pictures and contact every Sunday.
Love you, Johnny B.
I love you, kiddo.
Love you, Johnny B.
Jerry.
You know what they say, Johnny B? Here today.
Johnny B, it was a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, great seeing you, Johnny B.
The statement goes that God only made a few perfect heads. The rest of me had to put hair on, so I got a perfect head. There you go, Harry. You're all right, dude. As always, in Super Tramp, you know, I love you like a brother. One of my best times this last summer was having him show up at my house, and I hope it's the first of many more visits, because next time he's going to have to stay a little longer.
Wow. In your bed, Johnny B, or would you sleep in his own bed?
I'm actually going to go to Walmart here pretty soon, or someplace, and I'm going to buy one of those family tents that has plenty of room in it, and put it up in the backyard for people to be able to camp out there if they come and visit. There's some place for them to camp and get a mattress and everything else.
I won't name the date of the birthday party, but the big birthday party this summer, I'm intending on going, and I will be sleeping in that tent next to Super Camp.
All right. Well, if whoever shows up, shows
Johnny
up.
B, hopefully me and Victoria will join you guys. We'll bring our pop-up camper. I know you gave the invite.
Yep.
Pandemic.
Anytime you don't, doesn't have to be Lori's birthday.
Whenever you're ready.
It doesn't have to be Lori's birthday. Anybody that says they want to come here, we'll get it figured out. But I want to buy that one tent, and I am still kind of watching for a couple of pop-up campers that are in decent shape and the right price.
Such an underrated comment.
Camping area out in the backyard, and all of us we can go out there in the summertime, even as a family, go out there in the summertime and hang out, get a little one of cookout pits and stuff like that.
Hey,
so, I love y'all.
Happy birthday tomorrow.
Bye, Johnny.
Yes.
Happy birthday. I'll talk to you
again,
soon.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Johnny B.
Anybody? Okay, let me put I'm going to plug myself real quick. Okay,
Plug
anybody
yourself,
that follows
Johnny.
me on You Now, I'm having a little bit of a party tonight. Not going to be opening the chest until tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 9 o'clock for California or something like that. Everybody's invited into the You Now, and then I may, after I pop the chest, I may bring up a StreamYard and have some people. I might even do a StreamYard later on tonight after I get my You Now daily login, so I don't break my streak.
Wow, perfect.
So I want people to show up. If you don't have You Now, they get this thing that says You Now is a pedophile site. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird people out there. I'll give them that.
Keep this part out of your pitch.
You have to.
Don't put this in your pitch. Like, just
But
keep
no,
this part out.
I'm just putting it about the You Now. I'm not trying to badmouth You Now. They work the moderators work real diligently to get those kind of people off the platform. It's a lot of mature people. Yeah, there's maybe some younger kids, but there's some older people that come in there and do stuff. And my channel doesn't entitle those particular type of people. Anybody comes in wants to porn bomb me, I will. There'll be the moderators will take care of it. I don't even have to.
John.
My moderators watch my stream because I'm so close to other different steps. But anyways, everybody,
Before you leave, Johnny,
an update for Cheryl.
Yes.
Everybody's asking. I saw that.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm trying not to hog your whole stream.
No, this is perfect. This is what I was going to ask.
She's moved out. She's been out of ICU. She's out of the regular hospital. She is now in a convalescent home to get some physical therapy rehabilitation. She's going to be there a couple of weeks, and then she'll be back home. But everything is looking good. But right now, they just got to get her blood pressure regulated and stuff a little bit. But they're working on it. Within a couple of weeks, I'll have her home. Now, tomorrow, I'll go see her, and I'll do an update in the Discord. People will see that because I was keeping people up, and I turn it on for a little bit so she can say hi.
Yes, I love that.
And if I may, I don't have showing the memes. Doc Ivan has been going crazy on some stuff. Can I share a little plug for Doc Ivan?
Absolutely.
I sent a picture from my lady from the hospital to everybody to where she was smile and say hello. Doc Ivan made her a glamour shot with that.
We love that.
Is that wild or what?
Yeah.
That's really good photoshopping.
That's
And
so
of course, he made me kind of a presidential picture.
Oh, that's great, Johnny. Wendy, that's okay, Wendy. No problem.
And he added us to a picture that everybody would know, the American Gothic. Me and Cheryl is the American
God.
Doc Ivan is awesome.
He is so great.
Is that freaking cool or what?
Yeah, that is.
I
So
love
cool.
them. I love them. I had to print them out so that I could show without having to dig up an image, or I could show it to people that are here in the house and stuff. So anyway, I'll go back to mute and stop cam for a little bit. I love you all. Wheezy.
Love you too.
If you haven't got my number, well, I'll have to get it to you sometime.
Okay, Johnny B.
All right.
Thanks
Peace
for
out,
coming on.
everybody.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Johnny B, quick question. Quick question.
I still got
$2. You still have the bed bugs in the house?
No, he
do you
doesn't
still
have
have the bed? Do you still have the bed bugs or no?
I haven't seen any in a long time. So I guess occasionally we
good.
find a straggler here and there, but I haven't seen a nests anywhere. There was nothing. Nothing on my bed. Lori's been working in her room. I guess we find them every now and then, but not. I haven't seen them in months.
Good,
so
man. That's great.
You basically should have the entire house. What do you call it? Sprayed.
Yeah,
unless you already did.
They don't seal them up in plastic like they do in some areas. And I know how much it would cost to have. I got an exterminator that lives across the street. He told me the chemicals to use, what to get, and I actually bought exterminator strength treatments that I've been using on stuff. That's how I've
Okay.
gotten rid of them. So, and diatomaceous earth on the ground around where they might crawl through, because they'll take that back to the nest and that kills them. And the sprays that they got, I've got bottles of it here. Yeah, tell you what, whenever I've seen them and I've hit them with a spray, I watch them just like die right now. So I know this stuff is really strong. So anyway, so far so
Yeah.
good. Oh, I like that
That's
mic.
good.
I like that mic you got. I want
Yeah,
that mic.
Johnny
I
B.
want that mic.
Please, somebody
That's
send Johnny
awesome.
B that
You
microphone.
never know, Mike, what might end up at your home for your
You
birthday.
never know,
present.
right? Well, I got to go out and get this stuff done.
All right,
I
Johnny
love
B.
you all. Peace and love.
Johnny, be
Love you
good.
too, Johnny.
Okay, take care, Johnny B.
Love you, Johnny.
I can leave my ban. I can put my banner up on the screen if you wanted that. While I
Yeah,
was
do
gone,
that.
but
Yeah, we'll give you some advertisement.
actually, I don't know. No, I'm not. Am I using? I'm not using the right camera. I got to change to a different camera to put my banner. Let me do this here. That was Musa. Now I'm going to go off cam. Oh, there you go.
That's perfect.
I can leave that there and just mute my mic. If you need to take me down to the lobby, you got
No
an
problem.
image you can bring back up.
It's perfect.
All right. Peace and love.
All right, bye, Johnny B.
Love Johnny B.
Take care, John.
What a gift he is to our community. He's
I
an
mean,
open book.
really.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. So
Everybody, welcome.
can
Jay
I get
Redden.
back to what I would? Hey Jay, what's up, buddy?
Get back to what you were saying, Barry? But hopefully it's not a
That
20
Jay
minute.
Redden character. How you doing, Jay?
No. I
How you doing?
I was just saying that I'm trying to book my client at Elisa's show. Like I previously booked Niall and Paula, for her show, and Elisa's giving me a hard time because Elisa doesn't know who this girl is, and I'm trying to explain to Elisa that this girl is like a really, really fucking famous, like
All right, Barry.
like on the
Barry,
internet.
Barry, give me 1 second. I'm gonna give you, at least don't go over like a minute or two, but I'm gonna give you a pitch,
Okay.
a platform to pitch Elisa your guest, because I know she watches this. And
Mhm.
so let's just pretend you're talking to Elisa. I'm going to put you on solo. Tell her why she should put this guest on, and tell her how important this is to you.
So this is very important to me because it makes me look really good with this client, because I haven't brought anything to the table yet for this client. And two, this client is one of the top Amazon Live creators. So she's one of the top Amazon Live influencers and creators, and she's also is one of the top Instagram models. She's verified on Instagram. She was named in 2009 one of the hottest female college-age athletes in the world through the NCAA, and she is just a really nice person, really remarkable. I think she would really enjoy being on Kermit and Friends.
Okay, now
and
did you see
getting
this?
to know it.
Did you see right now
Yeah.
what Elisa's saying? I mean, that's really how anybody gets on to Kermit and Friends. Nobody gets to go past that little rule right there. Even if she comes into the Discord server just for
Yeah.
correspondence, that's the rule. That's how you get in.
But here's the thing. I didn't book Niall through the Discord server, and Niall doesn't have Discord. Niall's the freaking founder of MTV and CMT and cable
Well, there's
TV
a lot
and
of different
pay-per-view,
rules that had to
home
be
shopping.
put into place because of such rascals going around, that this is her way of like really getting to be, if people want to be on the show, that's the way to do it, man.
Yep.
They have to
Well,
do their own
well,
work.
Well, Alize doesn't manage her own social media because she's too big of a star to do it.
But
So I
she's too-
guess it's off.
Well, I mean, Barry, does she want to be on the show?
You should know, Weezy, and Elisa should know that any major celebrity or influencer never manages their own social media.
That's okay.
As I explained before, they always have 99% of them have agencies that manage their stuff for them.
But you have her personal email, so you could say, "Hey, guess what?
Yes.
Since I have your personal email and I don't have to go through that, don't worry about the social media stuff, girl. All you need to do is do a little small pre-interview. The pre-interview is going into Discord and saying, "Hey, Elisa, this is so and so, and I do want to be on your show." That's it. Everybody other shows have pre-interviews to show that you're the real person and to show that you're actually interested. She can't just sit back and wait for she's not Elvis Presley.
Barry, I'm curious.
No,
how
but
many,
yeah.
how many social media followers does she have?
She has like 97,000 right now on Instagram alone, or 98,000. She's verified. She has I don't know how many on TikTok, but she's verified. She's verified everywhere on all social media. So she has numerous media articles about her all over the internet. I'll send you her name, and I already sent it to Elisa, and her name is pronounced Alize. It's a French name.
Lisa's answering you in chat, Barry.
Yeah, Elisa's literally talking to you as we speak. She says she's not
Yeah.
going to chase her, and she wants to see how she interacts with
Okay.
people. You know?
Okay.
I mean, you can't blame her
Okay.
for that, right, Barry?
Yeah, but it's like, but Alize, look, that girl that Elisa had, that sports agent, whatever her name was, I forgot her name. She had a verified Instagram, or has one, and she never came into Kermit and Friends Discord afterwards. Never started talking to people. You know, it's like I was a bigger name within the industry than that girl before that girl even showed up.
Moving on.
Well, but you've also been with Elisa a long time. How many years have you and Elisa known each other?
Since 2015, we were introduced by my friend Walter Sabrin to each other, and the original Kermit and Friends. And then Elisa introduced me to Johnny Fratto. I was one of 3 people that Johnny Fratto told me I was one of 3 people that knew he had cancer, and that if it and I kept that very hush hush. I did not tell anybody that he had cancer when he had it. So because he swore me to secrecy, and yes, Elisa, she's verified. She's under Electric Alize. You don't know how to spell it.
Oh, don't
She's
be
verified.
Listen,
I'll
Barry,
send you her Instagram profile. She has a blue check mark. She's verified.
Barry,
Yes.
you've had personal correspondence
Yes.
with her. Are you sure that you're not trying to use Elisa to make you more legitimate, so she'll talk to you more?
I haven't spoken to Alize in a few months, but the thing is that I am one of her marketing people, and I deal with her stuff on a regular basis. My job is to bring product lines to table for her, not being her agent. Her agent is a guy named Robert, and my job is to be a marketing person for bringing marketing opportunities for product lines to table.
I don't think
That's what I was focused on with her.
Harry is over this.
I'm basically a facilitator that introduces her to other people for brand deals. Okay.
But what product
my
lines
God.
can you get from Kermit?
Hi,
and
Barry.
Friends?
Oh my God.
Yeah, true.
Barry?
What product lines? Barry,
What are you asking?
Carmen, go ahead.
What product lines are you bringing to her through Kermit and Friends?
I'm not bringing any product lines to her through Kermit and Friends.
That
I already have product lines for her in the works that I offered to her, but she doesn't want to do them at the moment. We're waiting for when time is right, and we're going to do them. One of them happens to be an alcohol brand, probably. Another one happens to be other kinds of brands.
Will Quan
We have like
Token
2
be-
products already set up.
Will Quan Token be involved in any kind of promotion with her, or is that separate?
That's separate. And although I did offer her today an opportunity to become a spokesperson for Quan Token.
Fuck, dude. And I've known you for how long, and you won't offer me one? Just kidding.
She is a
How many
verified
social media
Instagram.
followers do you have, Weezy?
What's
Can I
that?
get a moment
How many
to
social media followers
talk
do you
about
have, Weezy?
myself and Sue?
Yeah, I don't have enough for Barry.
Well, the next thing I want to talk about actually is Leaf brought it up. Charmin has a big coming up. Charmin is a big part of the Kermisphere, and I don't know if she wants to share a bunch of it, but tell us about your conference coming up, because I know that you've been absent for a couple of weeks from Discord because you've been working so hard towards it.
Well, and I didn't complete everything I'd hoped to get done beforehand, so I feel a little under the gun, and I'm very nervous about it. It's an international conference designed towards women who are interested in getting in leadership, and it's a bunch of, very impressive women.
I
from
saw the
all
flyer.
over
The flyer's
world
insane.
who are going to be sharing tips and tricks, and I'm anxious and I'm nervous, and
I'm proud of you for getting such a big platform to go speak. And that flyer that they have for the event looks very impressive. Like there's 1,000 sponsors and it's great.
well, and there's
Where's the
some
flyer at?
really good politicians from other countries and our country who are going to be speaking there. I've gotten a bunch of really good connections and opportunities to do other speaking engagements. So I'm very nervous.
Oh,
And
don't
I
be
don't
nervous.
think
You're
I've
so
ever
good.
been so nervous about something in my life.
Is it live or is it on the internet?
It is live and it's hosted out of Australia. So I'm uncomfortable with the flyer because the flyer says that it's March the 8th and 9th.
But you're
that's
going to be
the
doing it.
Australia date. It is actually in the US, it's March 7th and the 8th. It's Monday and Tuesday. And I'll be live Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And
Barry, is that you? I'm gonna be
No.
Sherman, you're gonna be awesome.
It's not.
Like,
I'm so
I'm
happy
so
for you.
nervous when they
Who's
reached out to
crunching?
me.
Who's
when they-
crunching?
Jay, you're crunching.
Jay, Jesus.
When they
Jay's
reached
up
out,
again.
when
Why
she
would you do
reached out
that?
to me, she told me that she kind of reworked this conference to make room for me and make me a featured speaker because my story is so powerful and she wants to give me an opportunity to tell it. And if I wasn't already nervous, I became really nervous after that. So there's
Well,
a lot
Charmin,
of
you're
pressure
so
on me. I want
good.
to get it right. I want to share my message. I want to share it in an empowering way.
You're so good on camera. Is it going to be you in front of your camera, or are you going to
It's
be
gonna be me in
live?
front of my camera.
You're going to do great, Charmin.
Well,
You
you know
got
what? I've had
this.
this weird thing. I just upgraded all of my internet services so that I had, really bougie power with my internet. And for whatever reason, every time we get on, my internet goes unstable and my screen freezes. And so I have all this anxiety over this thing Tuesday. I'm just ready for it to be over with, to be honest with you. I've reworked the speech 3 or 4 times. I thought it was supposed to be longer than what it was. So now I'm cutting it down and I'm just frustrated.
That's actually good, though, that you get to cut it down, because then you can cut out some of the stuff that you maybe have been using as filler, and it gets you more to the point. And people tend to listen to shorter presentations
Yeah,
in today's world.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8 minutes. I'm probably going to be around 9, and we'll see what happens from that. I'm hoping really good things. One of the reasons why I
me too.
came to Kermit and Friends to share my story was hopes of exposing QAnon nonsense, and this is a really big opportunity for that. And I'm nervous.
I think Harry has a question for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where is the information for this posted?
It's online. I haven't posted it in Discord yet. There's a lot of stuff on LinkedIn and also around Facebook and Twitter right now for sure.
Because I
But I'll
think I
post the link.
briefly saw the flyer. I'm not sure,
Yeah, I saw the flyer too.
but I'd like to check it out when you guys actually do this to see what it's all about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please share
I'm
the stream with everyone.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to listen to all these women give their tips and advice. And I didn't even know that there was a possibilitarian out there, and that just fits so well with being a Kermitarian.
It
And
does.
I'm learning, some of these women are just amazing. I got a piece of advice that one woman, whenever she does something, she tries to think of 7 generations and how it impacts somebody for 7 generations. Your behavior is influenced by your great grandparents and your grandparents, and your behavior also has an impact on grandchildren that you may not ever see. And there's just a lot of logic floating around, and
Well, I'm happy for
excited.
you, Sherman. I'm really
Thank
happy for you.
you.
It's going to be fun.
Thank you.
Are you
I'm
going to
looking-
be coming
So-
back to Discord after you get this done, or are you happy with the fact that you're kind of staying away right now?
Well, I really enjoyed Discord, but it got to the point where it wasn't any fun. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen next. I am a
Right.
little nervous thinking that when I come back, the drama will start back up. And I know that it's been kind of drama free for the last couple of weeks since I've been gone, and I don't need the source of drama.
Well, I would not say that it has been drama free since you've been
Well,
gone.
Well, the last
whatever
couple
has
of days
happened.
it has been.
Drama free, that's not gonna happen.
Well, whatever happened last night with Bob.
Bob has lost his effing mind,
But
and it's
he
really
You weasel, I
must
never,
have.
I haven't lost my mind. What are you talking about?
Charmin. Are you comfortable sharing any kind of thing like what we talked about earlier with Bob?
Sure.
Yeah, please tell us
I
what
don't
Bob
mind
did
because
with
it's
you
like
last
my
night.
latest extortion attempt, right?
This is unreal, you guys. Like, I have to say, this is kind of unreal that Bob would do this. And, Bob, I know you're watching. You're free to come up. I will mute you if you talk over everybody.
Yeah, so
And
Bob contacted me last night, kind of out of the blue. I'm working on cutting down this speech, and he starts telling me that he's been doing some research and he's managed to connect the dots. He's doxing people all the time, and he has connected the dots that Elisa and Zarina have been connected forever, and that he figured out who it was that hired Elisa to bring me to the show, because Elisa is a paid troll and she has been paid to troll me. That's the only reason I'm here, that she's working with my
I know
enemies to
exactly who
destroy
we're
me.
talking of.
And the new sponsor is behind, me being here. And there was just a bunch of stuff he had connected.
Bob is what you call delusional fucking nuts.
You ain't heard the worst of it yet.
There's hold on. Okay. I'll let you finish your story, and then let me tell this joke, which I'm going to describe Bob.
Everybody will be sure they know Bob has flipped his switch. So he's telling me all this stuff, and he's telling me that he has the electronic proof that my ex-husband was approached by whoever these people are that hired Zarina and are involved with Elisa, and it was all a big hit on me personally, and he'll give me the information. All I have to do is be his sex slave for a week.
This is the unbelievable part. He actually said, I will give you all this information if you're my sex slave for a week.
Give me half the information, and then I got to be a sex slave for a week, and then I get the other half of the information. It was like, you know what, Bob, I'm not going to be your sex slave. That's not going to happen. I'm not having sex with you.
Charmin, you don't even know what's going to happen next.
Look, nobody even knows what's going to happen next. So when he was in the comments today saying that Charmin wants stuff for free, I made sure to post, I'm not paying your fee, Bob. Right? I do want stuff for free. I'm not having sex for stuff. Have a nice day. He lost his mind.
I mean, like, we all know somebody that did have phone sex with Bob, and it didn't turn out well for that woman. He posted the pictures everywhere.
He's tried to get me to send him dirty pictures. I'm like, no, Bob, that's not happening. I'm not doing that.
Unbelievable.
When serial killer Jack and Brian were posting all those bad pictures of me in Discord, Bob was like, send me pictures. So I sent him the original pictures, and he said, no, send me dirty pictures. I'm like, no, Bob, I'm not sending you dirty
what
pictures.
What an absolute
to you. You're welcome to post whatever I
Puppet,
send you.
please don't talk over everybody. Please. I mean, I know you're doing a Bob impression, but talking over everybody, that's the reason that Bob's not allowed in here. So please, for the love of God.
Charmin, he has been, I kid you not, and Weezy will back me up on this, and Supertramp probably can too. He has been begging for me to show him my butthole for months.
It's true.
Look, he wanted to Dirty Sanchez me, okay? Like, he was giving me details of the things he expected from me during his week of my sex slavery. Like, Bob, you lost your mind. This isn't happening. I'm not doing that with someone I like. I'm not doing it with you either. I don't care. And he tried telling me that, the people who set up Zarina and Elisa and who have brought all this together to hurt me, they're Democrats, and I don't even know how powerful they are. And I said, Bob, if they were Democrats, you'd expose it, right? If they were really this big, if it was that big of a deal, you'd be blowing it up everywhere. There's no reason for me to believe any of this. And then he got mad at me, and whatever. Bob's gonna be mad at me.
Well, I
got here.
Hate to see what his next move is.
So can I tell this joke real quick that I have in mind for Bob?
Yeah, but your mic's a little choppy. Keep talking.
Oh, it's a little choppy. Is it better now?
Could you reload real quick?
Okay.
Thank you.
Reload?
Yeah, or just sometimes if you come on and come back on it, or go off and come back on, it fixes that mic problem.
Weezy, can I say something quickly for a moment?
Okay, I'll come back on.
Of course.
I'd like to actually thank Elisa Jordana for making the meeting between myself and Supertramp actually happen. We've known each other for about probably about 10 years on different platforms, and we just recently met in person. And I had a great time and look forward to hanging out with him again. Possibly in the game room, we'll probably have a little smoking going on, a little bit of shooting pool, or I don't know. We'll figure out
Nice.
something.
I'm glad you guys got to meet. I
Yeah,
saw the picture of
definitely
it.
hang out again.
Welcome back, Barry.
Okay, so
It was fun.
okay, better now.
No, it's not. It's
No.
choppy. It's doing that cutting in and out thing.
Oh no.
No.
Anyways, so
I can't. We can't. It's.
I don't know why it's choppy, but I can hear you guys just fine.
But Barry, we can't
So-
handle that. Barry, that's too much for us to handle. It's like way too choppy.
Yeah.
It's
You
way
need
too
to
choppy. I don't know what the issue is.
You
I
need
don't
to
either, buddy.
disable
Impossible
the
to hear you.
mic
No
echo
idea.
in your
In the-
settings.
Can you hear me
Disable
now?
mic echo.
Wait, what did somebody
Now?
say? Disable what?
No.
What do you do in your settings?
Disable within your settings. There's a box for microphone echo
Oh yeah, try that, Barry. Your microphone echo. Try to
in your
disable that
settings on StreamYard.
because we all want to hear your joke, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We want to hear a good Bob.
Oh,
we need a
yeah.
Bob joke right now.
You need a Bob joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob really disappointed me. I didn't need that from him.
Better?
Like, he knows my story
No,
so
it's
well.
not
He knew
better.
exactly how to twist it to get me.
Is
hooked.
it better?
No, Barry. Barry.
I
it's
got
not
my fishing network. See,
You
Oh,
will
yeah,
turn
you
on
did.
and see his
Fish today.
information.
Is it better now?
bad. No. Just go out and come back in. Like totally shut your browser down and come back in and see if that works.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
May I ask Jerry a question?
Of course.
Yes.
Jerry, what is going on with the kitty cat and the fish little thing next to you? What is that? What is there? Are there fish
that is a
inside
part
the?
of T-Bob's fishing network.
So
That
for
is actually a cat vase that I used as a fish bowl, and there's a whole bunch of different colored goldfish in there.
Oh,
Charmin, for a little
Going in a
backstory,
different tank, but I figured it'd be kind of funny to have on screen today.
it's cute. It's
the
cute.
other night
That's
T-Bob
right.
was talking shit about us for about 3 hours, but the title of it was
Fishing
T-Bob's.
network, where I mentioned nothing about fishing, nothing about anything to do with fish.
Jerry. Anyway, he was telling us about how horrible we are, but it was titled Fishing Review, right? So then what he did was he said, well, I'm about done talking shit about everybody. I'm going to do a fishing review. Stopped the video, started another video called Bob's Fishing Review, and continued to talk shit about us for 3 hours. Welcome back,
I'm
Barry.
frustrated with Bob because I
No,
like
I wish
him
it
when
was
he's in
better.
a good mood.
Oh my gosh.
And I wish he
What do
was
we do,
more
Supertramp, the
consistent.
producer? Supertramp's my
don't know.
producer, so thank God for that. And so he's going to deal with Barry and figure out his audio problem. Thank you.
Hold on. I'm gonna go on my computer. I think it'll be easier.
Yeah, that'll be better.
This-
Thank you.
Here, hold on
Yeah.
1 second, Barry. Wait a second. Say
Got it.
something now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
It's all fucked up still, huh? I tried to, Supertramp. I think if he went to his computer, we'd be able to hear him.
yeah.
But actually, you know what? I need to leave soon, so I want to
Right.
finish the show. And Charmin, like last week we had karaoke. Would you think that you would rather hear Supertramp do karaoke? Or
No.
Yeah, I want
Or-
to hear Supertramp do karaoke.
that's what I want too, but we have to ask him nicely. Since you're so pretty, will you ask him nicely if he'll do it for us?
Supertramp, will you do us some karaoke?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Supertramp. Yeah, I unfortunately have to leave, or else I would stay. I like the vibe right now, and it's very
Yeah.
nice
And
and
I've
mellow,
also done
much
some
like
karaoke
today's show.
myself.
Yeah.
What was that,
Today's
Kenny?
show was really good.
I said I've also done some karaoke myself.
Oh, really? Will you sing
What's
for
your-
us next week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You could,
yeah,
you
I'm down for that.
you could be our special musical guest next week.
Sure, no problem.
Perfect. That's perfect. But yeah, Supertramp has sung us out a few times, and it's always beautiful.
Mhm.
And I don't do karaoke,
I
unfortunately.
don't think anybody wants to hear me sing.
Right. Well, I do.
No.
I do want to hear you sing.
Before
Someday.
he does, I just want to say thank y'all for having me on. It was very cool to be on here.
Thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate you being on here. Thank you. Yeah, we try to keep it to be a very friendly atmosphere. Sometimes it's not so friendly, but it's not the intent for it not to be friendly. Mm-hmm. Just sometimes that happens. Yeah. We got Barry back. Barry, how's your microphone?
Barry?
No, but now I can't hear him at all, unfortunately.
No, I can't hear. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, and you're not broken up, and that's much better.
Much better? I'm on the computer, yeah. That's why.
100%.
Okay, so here's the joke.
Okay.
Okay, great.
He's lagging a little bit, I think, folks. Yeah, tell us your joke.
Okay, so the joke regarding Bob is there's a New York Times editor, and he has to go on an assignment, and his boss sends him to Bellevue Hospital. Of course, anybody in New York knows where Bellevue Hospital is. It's the loony bin for New York City for the psychiatric bin. So the guy knocks on door number 1. He sees a lady that's making imaginary movements with a thimble and a needle, and he says, "What are you doing?" She says, "When I get out of here, I'm going to be the greatest seamstress the world has ever seen." And he's like, "All right." Then he goes door number 2. He sees a guy with a chair in front of him. Nobody's in it. There's a cape on it. He's making like scissor movements with his hands. He goes, "What are you doing?" He says, "When I get out of here, I'm going to be the greatest barber the world has ever seen." He goes door number 3. Sees a guy with a bowl full of nuts around his crotch, and he's fucking it. And he says to the guy, he says, "What are you doing?" The guy says, "What do you think I'm doing? I'm fucking nuts, and I'm never getting out of here."
Oh my gosh, Barry. I get it, because he was fucking the nuts. Barry, will you be willing to do a joke every week? Dennis, please tell your joke. Please tell us your joke, Dennis.
Why couldn't the kids go to the pirate movie?
Why not?
Because it was rated R.
All right, before we get too many jokes going, I really do
before we go
too
far, I want to take a moment to thank Coach Love. Actually, at the conference that reached out to me and offered me the speaking engagement found me through one of the podcasts I did on her show. And I really want to thank her for that opportunity.
Awesome. Yeah, she's great. I love Coach
she
Love.
is.
Yeah, that was very nice of her.
I'm excited for Bitcoin Miami next month.
Ooh.
Good,
yeah. 36,000 people going to be there. Call it a COVID super spreader from around the world.
Look how
I can't wait to catch COVID again.
Okay, Barry, we're going to let Supertramp sing us the song.
Okay.
But I trust everybody will mute themselves, unless you want to sing along, of course.
No. I don't know how many people are going to know this one, but it's a Willie Nelson tune that
perfect.
If you watched Brokeback Mountain all the way through.
I did not see that movie, but I do love Willie Nelson.
Yeah. Well, there's a many a strange impulse out on the plains of West Texas. There's many a young boy who feels things he can't comprehend. In a small town don't like it when somebody falls between sexes. No small town don't like it when a cowboy has feelings for men. And I believe to my soul that inside every man there's the feminine. And inside every lady there's a deep manly voice, loud and clear. Well, a cowboy may brag about things that he's done with his woman, but the ones who brag loudest are the ones that are most likely queer. Cowboys are frequently secretly fond of each other. Say, what did you think all them saddles and boots was about? And there's a many a cowboy who don't understand the way that he feels for his brother. Inside every cowboy, there's a lady that loves to slip out. And there's always somebody who says what the others just whisper. And mostly that someone's the first one to get shot down dead. So when you talk to a cowboy, don't treat him like he was a sister. You can't fuck with a lady that's sleeping in each cowboy's head. Cowboys are frequently secretly fond of each other. What did you think all them saddles and boots was about? And there's a many a cowboy who don't understand the way that he feels for his brother. And inside every lady, there's a cowboy that wants to come out. And inside every cowboy, there's a lady that loves to slip out. Let's hear it for all the lovely gay cowboys out there. Yeah.
If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna roll around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think
green for the grass and Christmas trees. Green loves plants and lives on leaves. Green for the vegetables that you need, like green beans, spinach, and broccoli. Green means go. I hope you do. Did you know you get green mixing yellow and blue? And green for frogs and green for limes. And everything's green in the springtime.
If you wanna go outside